Now the moment you have been waiting for. It is my absolute pleasure to invite this young man on the stage whose story, whose spirit, and whose voice has moved many, many millions, no, billions. Is it working now? Yes. This young man reminds me of two lines. Hindi mein hai, Zindagi aisi na jiyo jo faryad kare. Zindagi aisi na jiyo jo faryad kare. Zindagi aisi jiyo jo fir yaad kare. This young man is remarkable. Sparsh Shah. He is a 22-year-old musical prodigy, rapper, singer. It's a long list. Speaker, Guinness World Record holder, and a philanthropist. Born with a rare bone disease, Sparsh endured over 150 fractures and countless surgeries. But that did not break his spirit or his purpose. He has performed and spoken in over 9 countries, appeared on international television, including Kaun Banega Karodpati, NBC's Little Big Shots, and the grand TEDx stage. Whether it's the stage in Madison Square Garden in New York, or the United Nations, or the JAINA Convention 2025, Sparsh shows us that true strength is not physical, it is spiritual. Please join me in welcoming Sparsh Shah.
How you feeling, man?
I am doing.
How you feeling, man?
I am doing amazing. Thank you so much.
Really?
And you?
Hey, man, you know what, Sparsh? I just feel good today.
You always have to feel good. I mean, why waste your life in sadness when you can enjoy a life of happiness?
Got a great attitude, man. You a singer, a songwriter.
Can we please give a round of applause to all the backstage crew who's working this out last minute? They're the reason that this stage experience is what it is right now, and they must be feeling a little panicked, so I feel like we should just, show them some love. Yeah. So, Michami Dukuram for the delay, but hopefully that should be set soon. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully this works.
How you feeling, man?
I am doing amazing. Thank you so much.
Really?
And you?
Hey, man, you know what, Sparsh? I just feel good today.
You always have to feel good. I mean, why waste your life in sadness when you can enjoy a life of happiness?
Got a great attitude, man. You a singer, a songwriter, a rapper. When'd you start?
Well, I started singing ever since I could speak. Like, my mom and dad would always be singing, and I was able to tell mom and dad, like, oh, you're not singing that right, you gotta sing it on this pitch, and then I would sing it for them.
Really?
To the best of my ability.
Really? So who are some of your inspirations?
Basically, everyone around me inspires me in one way or another. First of all, the reason I'm in a wheelchair is because I have osteogenesis imperfecta. It's a genetic disorder that makes the person's bones very fragile. And I've had over 125 fractures so far. I have one right now.
You got a fracture right now?
Yeah.
Well, what you come out here for?
I want to inspire the world. I can't just sit there and mourn at my fractures and my disability and be like, oh man, see those dudes? They're doing so good. I was never like that.
Come on, man.
I ain't never been like that.
Never, ever.
That's the reason I want to be an artist. My dream has always been to inspire everyone in the world and perform in front of at least 1 billion people. It's doable. I know it's doable.
Yeah, boy, yeah.
Ah, thank you. मैत्री भावनो पवित्र झरणो मुझ हैया मावया करे शुभ था सकल विश्वनो एवी भावना नित्य रहे. Joy to creation, peace to all. May sickness and weakness on no one fall. May we see and do goodness every day of our lives. May we not be held captive by sadness or strife. Swords to plowshares, spears to pruning hooks. Proclaiming from the mountain to the mouth of the brook. Till the day death itself is swallowed up by love. We'll pray Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Sarve Santu Niramayaha. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kashchit Dukh Bhag Bhavet. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. You guys are awesome. Namaste, JAINA. How are you all today? That is amazing. I thought, you know what? This is the morning, last day of the convention. You all must be tired, sleep deprived. I know I am. But my God, this is the energy. I love this. This, I think, is the energy of a crowd that is ready to turn the sacred prayers of our ancestors into Shanti for the whole universe. What do you all think? Yeah? That's amazing. I want to say thank you to a few people, to all the Gurujis and spiritual leaders who are here today. Mara Sadar Pranam. To Atulji, I don't know where you are, Atul uncle. Thank you so much to you and the entire JAINA committee for bringing me here today. Thank you to Chirag uncle and Robbie uncle for taking us around wherever we needed to go during these past few days. Thank you so much. Again, backstage crew, you did awesome in solving whatever the problem was in the beginning. And you were amazing at the mic check. You've been amazing this whole time. Thank you. And thank you to Schaumburg Convention Center and Hyatt Regency and Hyatt Place for hosting us here today. Can we give a huge round of applause to the village who put this together? So as we know, today's theme, this conference's theme, is unity in diversity, a path to peace. And to me, that raises a very important question. What is peace? How many of you all might be thinking the same question? Anyone? By show of hands? Okay, a lot of us. So I would like to do, before we begin, a simple exercise with you all. Yes? Don't worry, I'm not going to make you meditate for an hour. Just 20 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to play 2 audio clips. I'll play the first one first. And both times what we need to do is I would like for us to close our eyes, aankh band kariye, and then we take undo swas, right, a deep breath, and hold it for just 10 seconds each. Let's do the first time, 10 seconds. Ready? Let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath. And let's hold it. Okay, y'all can breathe again. By show of hands, how many of you felt peaceful while you listened to that audio clip? Anyone? You know what? I probably can't see through the lights. Okay, that looks like a lot of people. Great. Okay, Ready? One more time. Let's do the same thing. Also, michami dukuram in advance. But let's close our eyes. Let's take a deep undo swas. Yes, deep breath, and hold it.
Go, 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 shoot, shoot.
Okay, open your eyes. You can breathe. We're safe. A shooter did not enter this convention while we were all here. Thank God, we are safe. Again, like I said, michami dukuram. There was a reason that I shared with you all these 2 audio clips. So I want to know by show of hands, how many of you did not feel peaceful when you listened to that audio clip, the second one? Okay, pretty much everyone. Here's why I shared those 2 audio clips. My friends, we live in a world today that is more depressed and distracted and divided and full of death than ever. And that's why I can't help but ask today to you all. In this kind of world, is peace really the absence of conflict? Or could it be something deeper, much deeper? One day, there was a king. And the king held a contest. He said, I want to find the artist who can paint the best picture of peace, of shanti. So he told his message through the kingdom. Artists from all over, they gave the king their best representations of peace. But at the end, the king was torn between 2 paintings that he really liked. This was the first. Yeah? And this was the second. So I want to know, if you all were the king or queen, how many of you would choose the first picture by show of hands? Okay, a lot of us. How many of you would choose the second picture? Okay. So here's the surprise. The king chose this one. But why? Because he noticed something. I challenge you all, if you can hopefully see it, maybe small, but I'll try and point it out. Because you see, in this rugged mountain was a tiny ledge. On that tiny ledge was a tiny bush. And on that tiny bush, a mother bird was shielding her babies from the storm. So when everyone asked the king, well, why did you choose this picture? He simply told them this. Peace does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise or trouble or hard work. Peace means to be in the midst of all of these things and still be calm in your heart. Yeah. And you know, I feel like my story parallels a lot of this picture. You know, I was born with over 40 fractures all over my little body. Yeah, basically, this baby bird got cracking ever since he hatched. In fact, that was me. Rushed to the emergency room before my mom even woke up from her C-section to give me birth. I know, worst game of hide and seek ever. Bada nat khat tha main. And in fact, when the doctors told my parents that I have osteogenesis imperfecta, which makes my bones very weak, they even said, your son has 2 days to live They even were talking about my cremation. They asked my parents if they wanted to sign a permission slip to let my life support go if my condition worsened. So to put it in the words of DJ Khaled, they ain't believe in us. God did. I know the kids will get that. But God did. And so did my family. I don't know where Dad is right now, but I just want to give a huge, there's Dad. He's right there manning the camera. Can we give him a huge round of applause? To my dad, to my mom, I know she's back home in New Jersey. Many of my cousins actually, we started, Mom and Dad started their journey in Chicago, not New Jersey where I am now. And so they're actually a huge reason why my mom and dad are here today with me. So they didn't sign that paper. Yeah, because this was not the end of the world for them. My dada told them this was the beginning of a new chapter. Yeah. But if there's one thing that we all can tell you, it's that my family and I had to learn to be like the mother bird in this painting. Because if we had not, I would never have flown as high as I have so far. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Through all of these, eternal peace in our overnight storms. Is that something you would all like to learn about? Yeah? How about this side? How about over here? Awesome. So if you all want the slides at the end of this presentation, I will show you how to do that at the very end. But feel free to pull out your notes. You can take notes. So, is that cool? I have some takeaways. I want you to be able to take something home with you, not just this experience. So, step one, find your purpose. What's step one, everyone? Yes. I have always believed that everything happens for the greater good. Jo hota hai, wo अच्छे के लिए होता है. Yes. But that is because I believe every one of us at some point in their lives will come to realize what our purpose is. And I speak from experience. A few years ago, and this was long after my covers of Eminem went viral and I had gone on KBC and Steve Harvey and all of these different places around the world, I had a conversation with my mom on a car drive home. And what she told me stopped me in my wheels. Sparsh, all the people who follow you now look up to you because you inspire them to never give up. So Sparsh, if you give up, where will they turn? Yeah, yes, Mom deserves a huge round of applause for that encouragement. I agree. And that's when all the messages from my fans came back to my mind. There was a woman who was about to end her life, but she chose life instead. There was a man who was overcome by drug addiction, but he chose to overcome it instead. And there was a child who was so fearful of his first surgery, but he chose fearlessness instead. All because of my music and my message? That's when it hit me. My purpose is bigger than my pain. My ambition is stronger than my adversity. And my responsibility is greater than my regret. But I know a lot of us here might be feeling like, where do I even begin in this journey? I have not the slightest clue. I get it. Even when we know our purpose, sometimes life just gets the best of us. And we feel like we're living each day just to get to the next. Like we're worthless. Like we have no significance in the grand scheme of history. I have been there. Yes, I have been there. And so to every one of you here who's feeling that way right now, I would like to share something with you from the bottom of my heart. You are worth something. In fact, you are worth more than the entire universe. Did you know that according to Dr. Ali Biznayer's calculations, the odds of you even coming into this world are 1 in 10 to the 2,685,000th power. That's a lot of zeros. Yeah. You know what that means, my friends? If we are to consider a miracle something so improbable that it's almost impossible, every single one of us here and outside this stage is a living miracle. So can we give a huge round of applause for our fellow miracles in this room? એકબીજાને માટે તાળી પાડીએ. Oh, and by comparison, I forgot, the number of particles in the universe is just 10 to the 80th power. That's how much you're worth. Crazy, right? Step 2, find your passion. What's step 2, everyone? Yes. Because if purpose is where we want to go, well, how do we even get there? Right? Now, I was going to use the story of Ram and Ravan to illustrate this next point, because I know a lot of us are familiar with that. And then I remembered my Pachara lessons. Because, right, in the Jain retelling of the Ramayana, Ravan was not a demon, and the one who killed him faced serious consequences for it. So I would like to share a slightly different story with a similar message. Cool with you all? Okay. So once there was a giant. His name was Goliath. He had terrorized the people of Israel for 40 days. But when everyone else was frozen in fear, this small shepherd, David, stepped up with just a sling, 5 stones, and faith that God was fighting for him. And he defeated the giant and saved all his people. Now, okay, before I go further, let me make this clear. I am not suggesting we all literally fight giants, because ahimsa paramo dharma, no? So, Michami Dukuram, that is not my point of sharing this story. My point is this. When you think about it spiritually, don't we all have Goliaths? Right? It could be oppression, depression, isolation, expectations. I mean, the list goes on. And when you think about it spiritually, again, aren't the most supreme souls considered warriors in Jainism too? Right? Naukar mantra, Namo Arihantanam. And what does Arihant mean? Ari, destroyer. Ari, enemies. Hunt, destroyer. But not the enemies outside, the enemies inside. Yes. So, my friends, what are your Aris? I'll tell you mine. My medical condition. But I also battle anger and self-righteousness and even fear. Anybody else ever faced these Aris in their life before? By show of hands? Yes? Come on, don't be shy. Looks like we have an army of arihants in progress. Yeah. And here's the good news. We all have our own sling and stones. Do you know what they are? Inside? Our passions, our gifts, our talents, our callings, or as the Japanese put it, our ikigais. Wait a minute, Sparsh, what's an ikigai? Well, this graphic I think explains it much better than I ever could, so I won't repeat anything. But what is my ikigai, perhaps you might ask? What I'm doing right now. Because my parents and gurus have shown me that my sling is music with meaning. My stones are words of wisdom. Because through them, I have been conquering every ari, internal and external, non-violently, that has ever told me that I can't. And in doing so, I'm fulfilling my vision of sparshing or touching people's hearts all over the world. Thank you. And here is the cool thing. Through music and speaking, I'm not just, sustaining and fueling other people. I get to sustain myself, not just spiritually and emotionally, but even professionally and financially. For example, I am so humbled to say before you all that through my passions, I was able to fund my entire tuition at my dream university, Berklee College of Music in Boston, which I graduated from literally 1 week ago. Thank you. Okay, not trying to flex, not trying to brag with that. My point is that, my friends, when we pursue our purpose with passion, provision, and praise, will pursue you. And who knows, maybe you'll even be Googled. Hopefully for all the right reasons. So, my friends, what is your reason for being? That's what ikigai means. And how will you use your ikigai, your sling and stones, to sling down all the aris in your life and in others' lives? And last but not least, practice peace. What's up there, everyone? Yes. What do I mean? Well, we have to look for peace in every aspect of our lives. But how? We invite peace into our lives by being grateful, being optimistic, and being courageous. Can we all repeat that? What's the first idea? And the second practice? Yes. And the third? Yes. Because my friends, life is not just miraculous, it's so fragile. More fragile than my bones. And I'm saying this as someone with over 150 fractures. I really believe that. God forbid, I could have a heart attack right now, right here, and I'm gone. So if you were to ask me, I would humbly posit that this life is not a right. It is a privilege, a gift in every sense of the word. And so is everything life offers us. The food we eat, right? At like the long lines at JAINA. Amazing. And the homes we live in. The people we're surrounded by. The work we do. and the experiences life offers. How many of you all have been absolutely enjoying JAINA 2025? Yeah. Let's give the organizers and everyone one more round of applause, shall we? So, if, as the saying goes, we cannot change the cards we're dealt, just how we play the hand, what if, instead of focusing on the cards that look bad to us, we use the decks God gave us to play the best games we possibly can? Whether it's tick, or rummy, or even the game of life. Yeah, you thought I was talking about like metaphorical games, right? No, I was talking about these. Just kidding. Man, for example, when I had my spinal fusion surgery before 9th grade, it broke me. Not just physically, but emotionally. What gave me peace? It was trusting that when God breaks you down, He only does it to build you back up again. And today, I can tell you that I'm not just physically and spiritually stronger than ever, but I even have a Guinness World Record for the longest raised leg hold as a testimony of my growth since then. Yeah. Thank you. So again, not to flex. In fact, don't even take this from me. Don't take it from my mouth. Take it from the spiritual leaders who practiced peace before us. Like when the demon Mar shot arrows to break Gautam Buddha's meditation. He was so content within that the arrows turned into flowers. When Mahavir Swami was doing his tapasya, a cowherder nailed a thorn into his ear. But he was so peaceful that he never got angry at the cowherder, even when they took the thorn out of his ear and he screamed in pain. And when Jesus Christ was being nailed to pieces of wood, he prayed for his killers. Father, forgive them. They don't realize what they're doing. All these diverse stories and many more point to one unified truth. Peace is not held up by the tent pegs of worldly security, your health, your wealth, your power, your praise. Peace is held up by the attitude that is nailed into your Atma. Because, my friends, when we are grateful for every moment and optimistic about every opportunity, and we practice peace every moment with courage, we become unshakable. So, my friends, speaking of battles, are you all ready to do that exercise we did in the beginning one more time? Is that cool with you? Yes? Okay. So, abra badda aankh band kariye. Let's all close our eyes. Let's take a deep breath in, undo swas, and hold it for 10 seconds. Oh, yes, and these are the principles, of course. Because, okay, I'll skip to the exercise. You all can open your eyes. You can breathe. How many of you felt peaceful when listening to this clip? Okay. Yeah, I see a lot of you. Great. All right. You all know what's coming next. Again, Michami Dokuram in advance. But I would like to invite us all that before we listen to the next clip, let's pause. Let's be grateful in our heads for for our worth. Let's be optimistic about our ikigais, our slings and stones, our passions. And let's courageously remember that even in war, we can have hearts of peace if we learn to be like the mother bird in the storm. Are you ready? Let's keep that in mind. Let's close our eyes. Let's take a deep breath in and hold.
Go, 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 shoot!
Okay, open your eyes. You can breathe. How many of you felt peaceful this time? By show of hands, anybody? It looks like we see some improvement. Can we give a round of applause? That's amazing! But to those of us who did not feel that, that's okay. I want you to know, peace is not a journey. It's not a destination. It is a journey. So, to all of us, as we begin this journey anew, including myself today, I'd like to leave you all with just one thought and one more gift from me to you. First, the thought. You have heard the world say to you, peace is the absence of the storm. But I'd like to say to you, if you can find peace in the midst of the storm, you are a diamond of a soul. Because doesn't even carbon go through heat and pressure to reach its fullest potential? And now, a little thing from me to you. Are you ready for one more song? All right. So, super quick, I know I'm running out of time. I hope I don't get too late. But this next song is a song that I have a feeling you all must have heard if you don't know. But I love this, and I wanted to share this at the end because to me it shows that when we adopt peace in our lives, we can share it with everyone we know because it overflows from us. And when all of us do that together, we really can heal the world. So I would love for all of us who know the lyrics to sing this with me. And I just pray that this whole speech and the song in the beginning sparsh your hearts. Michamidogram again, if in any way I disturbed your peace, but I pray that this helps you turn the shield of peace within into shoes of peacemaking, or should I say wheels, in my case, of peacemaking without. Are you ready to sing Heal the World? Come on, I can't hear you all. Are you ready? Yeah. Love it. All right, let's do it. There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place could be much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you'll feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space to make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. If you want to know why, there's a love that cannot lie. Love is strong, it only cares for joyful giving. If we try, we shall see. In this place we cannot feel fear or dread. We stop existing and start living. There are ways to get there. If you care enough for the living, make a better world. Make a better world. Heal the world. Make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. And the dream you were conceived in will reveal a joyful face. And the world we once believed in will shine again in grace. Then why do we keep strangling life in this earth crucify its soul? Though it's plain to see this world is heavenly, be God's glow. Save this world so precious, so blessed and so dear. Protect its beauty and splendor, don't let that disappear. Preserve our animals and plants and humankind as well, so that our future generations can have a story to tell. Protect us from evil and spread the word of good, of peace, love, justice, virtue, and brotherhood. Cause we only have one earth and we can't waste our motherland, so let's move as one force. I think it's time to take a stand. We could fly so high, let our spirits never die. In my heart, I feel you are all my brothers. Create a world with no fear. Together we'll cry happy tears. See the nations turn their swords into plowshares. We could really get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space to make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. If you know the lyrics, please sing. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. You and for me. You and for me. Can you sing after me? You and for me. You and for me. Alright. Heal the world we live in. Save it for our children. Heal the world we live in. Save it for our children. If you know it, sing with me. Heal the world we live in. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh, love you too. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry for running this a little bit late.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sparsh Shah.
By the way, super quick, so the reason this QR code is out there is this is the way to, if you would like to get the slides for this keynote. Again, I want to have something for you all to take away, not just the experience here. So yeah, feel free to scan. Both of these QR codes are the exact same. They'll lead you to a page on my website, www.sparshshah.com/JAINA, and that's where if you put your email in and join my mailing list, I will send you the slides so that you can keep them and share them with those who are closest to you whenever anybody in your life just needs shanti, shanti, shanti.
Thank you, Sparsh. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Sparsh Shah. Sparsh, you made us cry, you made us laugh, you made us sing and dance, but for sure, you moved us all. Thank you again for joining us here.
Thank you so much, Uncle. Thank you so much, everyone. Have an awesome rest of your convention and super peaceful journey home. Thank you so much, everyone, for having me. Love you.
Thank you, Sparsh.